don't know how.
Okay.
I'm not going to move this time.
All right. Okay. Hey everyone. Hey everyone, Paula T and Leah T coming to you from our favourite place, the beach, and we're sitting out here after we've had a very, very nice lunch, and at the
Palais Semaphore.
And this is take 2. That's why we're laughing, and I'm trying not to be serious at all because Leah was laughing at me before because I was too serious. So I think the topic that we're talking about today is, are you a rebel, and how has that helped you in different areas of your life for the greater good of you and everybody else around your family. Did I say that right?
Yeah, so it's about embracing the rebel
That's
within
right.
us, because we all have a rebel inside of us, and it's whether we embrace that and acknowledge it and own it for our own benefits, or whether we suppress it.
Suppress it and just let it, just not work for us. But sometimes when you are the rebel and you stand your ground, it actually can work for you and for everyone else around you. And can you just move it a little bit? That's better, because you can only see half of me. That's okay. And
it's all about Paula.
No,
it's about Paula today. She's embracing her rebel.
I'm embracing, but I'm a rebel anyway. So well, you look at yourself too. That's it.
Well, we can only fit half of ourselves in. Okay,
no,
all right.
That's fine. Okay. Because we're embracing it. We're both being rebels. We both want significance.
When you're talking, I'll focus on you.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Back to the topic.
Back to the topic. So that was a little bit rebellious, wasn't it? Anyway, so I thought to keep this really light, I think it's important to talk about, the times in our lives where we've actually been rebellious and how it has actually helped us for the greater good of us. That's too high. I'm in the sky. Put it down. No, I can't, because just leave it like that. Anyway, you keep putting me off. So, okay. So, she's being a rebel.
Would you like me to take over now?
No. It's not. We might have to get a little bit closer and hug.
Back to the subject.
Okay,
People
back to
on
the
their lunch
subject.
breaks.
All right, okay. People on their lunch breaks. All right. So I think what I wanted to, my story of when I was being a rebel and when I really stood my ground.
We lost connection.
We lost connection.
Just keep going.
Was when I don't know if a lot of you know, but I went through 10 years of infertility, and hence my first book, Infertility, It's Not Your Fault. And it's actually in that book, the story that I'm going to tell you now, of I had gone to my specialist, and he kept on saying to me, no, you don't need to do IVF. It's okay. Everything's okay. And I said to him that
I'm trying to get it right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Just trust.
You're the one that needs to trust. Come on.
Now you put me off.
Back to the doctors.
So I was at the doctors, and I said to him, look, no, you know what? I really, really want to do IVF. And being an authority figure, a doctor, normally I wouldn't go against what he would be saying to me, but this time I did, and it was actually for my good. Well, it was because I decided to go through the IVF process, even though IVF is very, very stressful.
So you were rebelling against the authority of the doctor's advice, because the doctor was saying,
well, the doctor was telling me, no, you don't need to do IVF. Yep. You're fine. Everything's okay. You don't need to do IVF at all.
Yeah.
And so I said, no, I want to do IVF. I want to have a child. So at the time I was really upset about that, because he was telling me no and going against what my values, what I was believing in, that I knew that IVF was my magic pill, that was what was going to work for me.
So you were trusting
so
yourself.
I was trusting myself, yeah, absolutely.
And your heart. Yeah.
And my heart, and just trusting myself that this was what was going to work for me, and it did. It did. So.
And you had a beautiful son.
Yes, I do. I've got a beautiful.
Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Johnny. He's now 14 years old, and he's got a bit of my rebellious side in him.
Yep.
But yeah, it's so that's my story.
Yeah, great. So Paula embraced. I'm going to put my sunnies on because I'm squinting. So Paula embraced the rebel inside her against a doctor, which is we all put in authority position. So, and she trusted her gut and went for IVF, and she was right. She trusted her gut, and she got a beautiful son out of it, which was fantastic. So this is what our topic of conversation today is, to embrace that rebel in you and to stand up for yourself and your values, especially, to authority figures when we need to, when it's really important to us. So, and authority figures, are people such as our parents, our grandparents, police, the law, the justice, schools, social workers and health professionals, and the media. Of course, everyone, the media is portraying what we should be and all the rest of it. So it's about embracing that and trusting ourselves and our own values to embrace that rebel within us and to go forth for the benefit of ourselves and the greater good.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling Paula a little bit of a story about how I did that with writing my book. Thank you. It was about sorry, people. So anyway, so going for my book, that was embracing the rebel in me, because I had to spend this amount of money that I didn't have to go and write my book, go on this retreat and write my book. And so authority figures in my life were, finance people and my parents and my upbringing and my conditioning, society's conditioning that, you don't spend money on yourself. You don't be extravagant like that and spend money on yourself. You should be spending money on everybody else and putting yourself last. Like I should be putting money into my house and doing everything else like that and getting material possessions instead of investing in myself. So I embraced my rebel in me, and hopefully that'll go away in a second, and went, nah, stuff it, this is really important to me. It was meeting my values and stuff at the time, and I went, yep, no, I'm going to do it. And by embracing the rebel in me and doing that, it's helped me with my healing and stuff. And also it's going to be helping the greater good and my family as well. So yeah, that's my little story about embracing the greater good.
Yeah, that's right. And I also
embracing the rebel in me.
Embracing the rebel. Yeah, because we all have that in us, and it's how you use it, really.
Yeah, it's like our coaching,
Yeah.
Sorry about that. A little pause there. So it was like coaching. So coaching is an investment in yourself.
Yeah.
It's embracing that rebel in yourself, because you know that coaching, it's like my story with the book. It's an investment in yourself. You're spending the money on yourself for the benefit of yourself. But when you put yourself first, I've been talking a lot about this in the last week in some of my workshops, is putting yourself first is resourceful selfishness. It's not unresourceful, because when you're putting yourself first resourcefully, then you are helping yourself and then helping everybody else around you. Everyone knows that you've got to help yourself before you can help others.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because, how are you going to be able to help the other people if you haven't worked out your own stuff first? And a lot of people think that that is selfish, but it actually is. Okay.
So we might leave it there for today because we're having a few connection issues today.
yeah.
So, and I
But
hope that this gets to you.
Yeah, I think it will. But we're going to go next week too, you reckon?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and it would be really good if you could send us some topics that you would like, or some questions that you would like us to talk
and
about.
comment below whether on the live on this one or afterwards when we put this up on Facebook, and just comment below on what you believe is when you've been a rebel in your life and how that has actually assisted you and everybody else around you, and the ripples that it's created.
Yes.
Because that's after all, that's what this is all about. It's about the ripples that we end up creating.
By
at the
changing
end.
ourselves, we help other people and give other people permission to do the same.
Yeah, that's right.
So go forth and embrace the rebel within, and please comment below and tell us some of your stories of when you've been a rebel.
Absolutely.
Over and out.
Over and out. Paula T and Leah T signing out.
Bye.
Bye. Till next time.